You might be asking why I'm picking up rocks and sticks and stuff with such a big machine. Well, it's not really that big of a machine, but ultimately, by removing the sticks and rocks, I'm removing the potential for gaps in the soil compaction. So a stick goes down there, it gets saturated, it may rot over time, it may not, but it's gonna leave a gap in the structure that we're building here. And then some large rocks can actually get up under the skid steer and cause problems. So I'm actually moving the big rocks. That's the rock I stopped for the last time. And see, this is some of the practical stuff you're going to get here. When you're on site for a project like this and we're going through the training, I would walk you through these elements as we're going, and you start understanding that there's a rhythm to it. Like, I can only approach the work area when he's up the hill. Otherwise, I'm out of the way. You don't want your operator having to worry about people standing around. Now, there's design elements that I'm monitoring to make sure that this bottom terrace is coming up high enough and fast enough. So he's going to get clay up out of the top and then bring it down here on this terrace part so that we can continue to build that out. But every foot it goes up on the bottom, it needs to go down a foot at the top till we reach some kind of level. Now, he's going to be working at this edge in the beginning, but now he's starting to get a little higher off the edge. There's layering and compacting techniques that are important for you to know. There's safety elements that are important to know. There's observational things, like see on the corner of that dump, he's got a stump over there. So I need to be over there ready to pull that stump out. But I need to leave him access to get back off the platform so that he can get back up top and keep moving. These equipment use fuel, so you want to be mindful of your fuel. And so see how he's getting out to the site. He might be turning around to compact it a little bit. Okay, he's still in this corner. You're going to kind of see that observation. So he's dragging out the surface. I thought he was going to fill the corner. He might come back this way, but I want to get this out of the way, because you don't want to bury that. And see, now I got to get out of the way. See, he's coming forward. I got to get out of the way so he can do his business. Now look at how this is coming along. This is beautiful. So when you learn this type of thing, you could be getting your fields leveled, getting wet spots out of your field, creating swales, building food forests. We're going to get you the foundation, so whether you're doing the work or you're hiring somebody else to do the work, it gets done well. See, appropriate equipment means we can come in here, do this once, and it not need to be done for hundreds of years. It becomes a natural part of the structure, as you'll see as this progresses. Now, this particular site, we have specifications to be able to get a fifth wheel in here to drop off 40-foot containers. So we're doing a container barn at this particular location. But like I said, when you click the link below and you sign up on our waiting list, you're going to find out a little bit more about the course that Scott's got planned out, and it's absolutely necessary for your natural building, for the initial stages of your small farm or homestead, for correcting problems. When you know how to do this stuff and you have an idea, the key ideas and concepts, you could take degraded land and make it better. This piece of land that Scott's managing that has a potential roadway that can open up and connect two farms so that he can run cattle from one farm to the other without having to take them out on the road, or to give them more grass options, because feed is getting so expensive. You want to be able to raise those cows on grass. Now, he's raising the majority of his cows on grass, but in the winter sometimes there's feed, sometimes the hay's good, sometimes the hay's not. You want to manage your farm so that you can maximize what's available when it's available. And this particular technique, this particular system helps you get that in place. Now, once this is all level, of course, there's the next phase, the next step. But again, sign up, or at least ask your questions, because you don't want an unscrupulous operator who's going to be milking days. A lot of times these can cost $1,200 a day with an operator, $2,000 a day with an operator, and if that operator takes 8 days to do a 4-day job, you've got to know the difference. and you can speed things along. You can get a different operator if you have problems. That's why I cover his procurement techniques. You can see he's moving as much dirt as he can. Again, he drops off a little bit. He can't be running fast on here. He's just about slinging the dirt right now. And then he's going to track it in once he gets his levels up. So he keeps going to that low spot, and he starts filling there. Now, we'll do a little play-by-play. We'll have you call the play-by-play, but there'll be a small classroom exercise where we get the design together. There'll be a survey in the field, and then there'll be a couple days of site work. Now, again, some of these projects could take 2 weeks. You're not going to be here for 2 weeks necessarily unless you get into an advanced course, but ultimately, you're going to get the key ideas and concepts so that you can save tens of thousands of dollars when it comes to running one of these projects on your own land. You're going to understand the concepts that are necessary to prevent you from getting taken by an unscrupulous operator. You know, to build a foundation today is quite a bit of money. And then you're also going to know when there's legitimate reasons. So for example, if this was going to be a concrete pad, all of this would have to be leveled out and then compacted to a certain compaction rate. Because this is an agricultural building, because the weight distribution of the building is spread out over such a great distance, because the verticals of the building are going to have piers in place, it can be done the way we're doing it right now. But again, if you're gonna, he's probably getting fuel, so I need to go. Again, if you're running this kind of system here, you want to know this information. So ask your questions below. Click the link to join our newsletter. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's starting to bring in that top half. Okay, there's gonna be a lot more roots in there, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm Justin Hitt with Prosperity Homestead. Visit www.prosperityhomestead.org. Be sure to say you're interested in the Earthworks course, and we're going to get you some information to get you started. We have some free worksheets to get you started in your planning and a course outline. If it's something you want to get involved with, you're in the right place. Thanks for watching.